Hey, it's Wolf Production Studio. Today we're going to talk about my pedal board. It ain't nothing fancy. I promise it ain't nothing exciting. It's very messy, but let's take a look at it. Here we go. Now my pedal board is set up for a worship pedal board. I play at my church. So right here we start the signal. We got the Bosch tuner, the TU2. Works great, does what it's got to do. I go from the tuner to the MXR Super Comp compressor. I got it set about halfway on everything. I like the signal to be a little squashed and compressed. From there we go out to the electroharmonic silencer. I got it set just enough to take the hum out of my Stratocaster. From there we go to the super chorus. I got it all set around 11 o'clock. I don't use that particular pedal all that much, but it's nice to have it when you need it. From there we go to this EP boost. Now on the EP boost, I only have it a quarter of the way up. I leave it on all the time. It just picks the sound up where the Super Comp is squashing the signal. It just lifts that sound up. From there, we come over to the Behringer Hell Baby wall pedal. Now, it's not the best wall in the world, but it gets the job done. From here, we go to the Ernie Ball volume pedal. Now, I don't use the tuner out because it does seem to kill some of the signal, so I don't use that. And I have also heard that the string breaks a lot, but I have had this around a year and a half, and I have not had any problems. From there, we go to the Soul Food. This is my first stage overdrive. I got it set rather light. It's just right on the edge of breaking up. From there, we go to the Mojo. I got it, the drive and level is around 1 o'clock. And I kick this on and just kind of pushes the Soul Food a little more. It starts to really break up. From there we go to the BBE. On the BBE, I got the gain set pretty high. The level's all the way maxed. The tone is about 50-50. I use that when I really need to get a good, crunchy, raunchy tone. From there, we go to the Vintage Delay by Behringer. I got it set rather light. It's just for a slapback echo. From there, we go to the we come down here to the Giga Delay. Now I use my Giga Delay like 5 delay pedals. And when you turn this on, in the first stage is the manual. In the manual mode, it's going to be whatever you have it set at is what it will be. Then I can click this button here and switch over to 1, where I have it set up like a quarter. Then I can set up 2. I said it's at a quarter, just more intensity. 3 is the same, it's just a quarter, but it's more intense. And 4 is just like a big washout, so I can do some volume swells. From here we go to my Hall of Fame 2. I use this pedal mainly for like volume swells, things like that I just need a good ambient wash. It goes good with the number 4 on the Giga delay, and they can just create some good ambient washes. This pedal will do a little bit more. It does shimmering and church, and I like to use this one for my washouts. From there we go into the Boss RV6. I keep that one set pretty light. It's on all the time. I like the reverb that it creates. I think I got it set up on a spring reverb, I believe. From here we go out to the Vox AC15, the Fender Blues Junior. Now, let's talk about the pedals for a moment. Now, if you was to buy all these pedals at the store, you know, it'd be a pretty good penny that you'd have to pay. But I'll tell you, I like to shop around. I go to my local pawn shops. They have a lot of good deals in the pawn shops. And I picked up the Chromatic Tuner, the Super Chorus, the BBE, the Metal Core, Graphic Equalizer, and the Speedbox Mod Tone. I picked all those up for a little over $100 at my local pawn shop. So you can always go browsing in the pawn shop. They're usually more than willing to do some wheeling and dealing. So that's a good thing. Now the Giga delay here, I picked that up on a Reverb. I think I paid $120. For the other ones, I picked all of them up on the American Music Supply. They have a good payment plan selection. I also got the Pedal Train Classic. They was running a good deal on that, so I'm powering that with a Voodoo Lab Pedal Power 2 Plus. It powers half of the board. The other half is powered by a one-spot. I think there's like 4 of them that's powered by that one spot. Now you don't need all of this. I mean, it just depends on what you're trying to play and the sound you're trying to get. But this is my main board. So if you have any questions or comments, just hit me up and I'll be glad to answer any questions. Thanks a lot.